After reading about what Two-Face Idibia is going through right now in his current marriage, I've come to conclusion that when two parties in a marriage reach to an extent where they have differences that can't be solved, the best option is to walk away. But secondly, the solution is not finding another person. But again, the solution could be finding another person who is not the same kind of person that you left. Here's the story. So Two-Face Idibia, we all know, a few years, I think 1 year ago, took to his social media platform and wrote that he had broken up with his wife Annie Idibia, but shortly came out and said that his account had been hacked and therefore the message was not responsible for the message. However, a few days later, he came up to actually claim the message and say whatever was written on his Instagram page or status was him, which later turned out that after he wrote whatever he wrote on his social media platform, his wife Annie took the phone and wrote that the phone had been hacked, yet it was actually Two-Face Idibia putting out information out there that they had broken up with his wife. So one of the reasons he says he was breaking up was to find a peace of mind, find someone that was better, which led him to find another woman called Honorable Natasha. Now, if anything, Honorable Natasha, it looks like is 10 times more dangerous than Anne Idibia, to the extent that many Nigerians are actually rallying efforts to see that they save Two-Face Idibia from this woman. While in London a few months ago, Two-Face Idibia was arrested, and the arrest came after they had a disagreement with Natasha over money. So the disagreement escalated and Natasha broke a bottle and threw it towards Two-Face Idibia, which cut his hands, but unfortunately created a very deep gash on Natasha's hand. And when observers saw whatever was going on, they called police. And at the time, it was during the peak of terrorism attacks in London. So a big team, like anti-terrorism team, came thinking maybe there was another terrorist attack that was happening, only to find out that it was Two-Face and his wife. So Two-Face was arrested and taken to jail. That was put there. So now at the airport again, what happened at the airport? It turns out that at the airport, Two-Face Idibia was getting attention from female fans, and this did not impress Natasha. So she decided to cause a scene, and she was screaming so loud on top of her voice. You know how Nigerian women be, and that was captured on tape and spread all over social media platforms. But also, what has again come to light, it is alleged that before she got married to Two-Face Idibia, she actually had a previous marriage, which has not yet left, allegedly. Fast forward, there's a Nigerian vlogger called Daddy Freeze. So, upon learning that there was this scuffle happening between Two-Face Idibia and Natasha, they went on live, as you know, discussing the marriage, talking to Two-Face Idibia's ex-manager, who shared all the details of the scuffle and how it unfolded. So Two-Face Idibia was called onto the same platform to defend himself or say something about it. Two-Face Idibia instead came and said this and told his ex-manager to shut the F up. This is the video. Yes, this is the video.
Yo, Kaka, you need to shut the fuck up. You need to just shut the fuck up. You need to shut the fuck up, man. You need to shut the fuck up.
They're free. Innocent. You should see us together. Innocent. You should see us together. So what did they do now? So what did they do? Then what does that do? When you say you come and make it now, you get out. What is your problem?
You don't see him.
I did something. I did not report. What happened?
Daddy Freeze, you don't see him.
Guys, calm down, calm down, calm down. Let's.
That is please, you don't see him.
Guys, calm down, calm down, calm down. Let's.
So while he was on live with Daddy Freeze, he was assaulted by Natasha. Hey guys, marriage. And guess what? The funny thing is that the thing about marriage is that when you see two people, married people fighting, please do not try to get in the middle of them or try to advise them on what to do or tell the other party to leave, because these people will never leave each other until either one of them dies or one decides to intentionally walk away. So shortly after all this happened, Two-Face Idibia was again seen with Natasha holding hands, but visibly Natasha was struggling to show the public that they are good. So they stepped out of the car. I think they were at some event, and she was really struggling to ensure that Two-Face held her hand. And you could see that from the footage how she was struggling to ensure that she was hand in hand with Two-Face Idibia. But, well, me, I share this story of Two-Face Idibia to say that sometimes when a relationship is not working out of it is not the solution. If it's possible for you to work on things, yeah, please go ahead and work on things and fix them, because sometimes you may jump out of they call it out of a frying pan into hot water or something like that, or from a frying pan to hot cooking oil, something like that. You might end up in a much more terrible situation that's going to even make your life a bigger living hell. But thirdly, and rather secondly, walking away. When you notice that you have irreconcilable differences, please just walk out of a relationship before one or other person dies, because we've seen people die in that manner. Ah, man. I really wonder what we have to do as people that are not yet married to make our marriages work. Because every time I see whatever is happening in certain marriage institutions, married couples and their married lives, I get scared and more worried of what is going to be for me in a marriage. Because sometimes I thought maybe because I've seen this with some partners I've been with. You think that being peaceful will make a relationship work. No, it will not. The other partner does not like peace. They want drama. Every now and then you have to fight over small things. And sort of like when you choose to choose peace and be the fool in the relationship, the other party almost feels like you're not playing a part in the relationship. So you have to sort of like match their energy, which I think that it's important for us to find people that match our energies and people we feel actually understand us. That's the point of the most important thing. You get someone who understands you and get it on with life. But otherwise, you find people like Kanare Mugume breaking up after having dated for over 14 years, 13 years, getting married for a few years and then breaking up. So it also goes to show that dating for a long time and deciding to marry after a long time doesn't mean you necessarily know the people. People can hide their character for as long as they can until the right time comes for them to show that character. So there's no formula to marriage, honestly. I think it's just a gamble. The best gambler takes it. And the one that has no skill gets beaten hands down. Guys, that's all I had to say on this one. See you.